Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Welcome once again to Hang On Supi, a show powered by Scarlet and Gray Sports Radio. I'm your host, Caleb Supi Spinner, and today we continue the tradition that we started last week by talking with another member of the Ohio State hockey team. We talked with the senior captain, Austin Pooley. Last week, I only thought it would be fair to talk to a rising star, an up-and-comer. The freshman Travis Treloar joins us today. Travis, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing really well. It's always a nice time when you have a nice, relaxing day. Of course, in college, there's never an easy day or an off day, but one where you don't have class and you can just work on some things that you need to get done, do some laundry. It's a good day. It's a good day.
I agree. Exactly.
I was researching you in preparation for this show, and I have to say, you are one of the most traveled hockey players that I've ever seen. 3 different countries, 3 different teams, all when you were playing the U15, U16 hockey. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but you really have some miles on you in terms of your career.
Yeah, no, exactly. So I grew up, I got born in Sweden. And then when I was 1, my family moved to Norway because my dad he's a hockey GM now, but he was a coach at the time. And so we moved to Norway. So I kind of grew up there. And then once I turned 13, 14, I moved back to Sweden because of hockey reasons. And then once I turned 15, 16, I moved to the States. So been able to travel a little bit. So it's been fun, though. Met a lot of great people on the way.
Being a general manager has always been something like that was a childhood dream, is to run a team, to handle the operation, to make the trades, the free agency, the draft picks, the glamour of the general manager life. That's got to be something that you saw, growing up, is you see your dad being involved with that and the trades and stuff like that. You got a front row seat to the inside of a sports organization.
Yeah, no, definitely. Learned a lot, from him. You also played as well. So, it's nice to have a kind of a role model that like a figure that you can look up to. So and then obviously it's cool to get a little bit of the insides back home with my dad's team. So no, it's definitely cool.
That knowledge, that insight onto how the workings of the sports of how a sports team operates is probably going to help you when you make your career in the NHL. If you make your career in the NHL, if that's a road you want to go. Sometimes college athletes don't decide to pursue that, but I got to imagine that that's going to help when it comes to negotiating contracts and going through free agencies and stuff like that. So that's a pretty cool advantage that you have that not many athletes do in your position. Yeah,
no, it definitely helps, but still got some ways to go. So hopefully I can win a whole lot here at Ohio State. So that's my goal for now.
Absolutely. Your Ohio State career is just starting, but we're going to flash back before you joined the Buckeyes. Prior to suiting up for the Scarlet and Gray, you played for multiple teams in multiple leagues across multiple countries, as I mentioned in the opener there. Talk to me about some of the challenges of constantly having to adjust to new teams, coaches, and locations.
To be honest, I've had so many great coaches and teammates throughout my whole young career. So, I mean, to be honest, probably the hardest was when I first moved away from home, when I moved Norway to Sweden. Back to Sweden. That was probably the hardest. That was just because of not seeing the friends you grew up with every day and hanging around the family all the time. So that was probably the hardest transition, was moving away from home. I've gotten so much support and help from my family wherever I've been, and every organization's always support me and help me. So to be honest, the transition's been pretty not simple, but I've gotten a lot of help along the way, so I really can't complain with my support.
The process has been made easier, not that it's easy, but through the people around you, it sounds like the process has been made easier for you, which is always great. You love to see coaches and teammates and everybody around a team looking out for one another and helping each other. And that's something that I see at Ohio State with the hockey program here, and something that you just told me that you're close with here. And you've been playing hockey since you were 2. So I definitely think that it's appropriate to say your entire career. Even though you're a freshman at Ohio State, it feels like you're still young. You've been doing this for a while. So I think it's okay to say through my entire career, as you had started to do back in that first answer there.
Yeah, no, totally agree.
Your success on the ice, as I mentioned, started at an early age when you won gold with the U15 and the U16 Sturgeon hockey teams in Norway, and then again with the HV71. You'll have to tell me what that stands for. Under 16 Swedish team. What would you say the biggest reasons for your success were during that time?
To be honest, when I won those three championships, they're like we were kind of underdogs, but I feel like our group was really tight, and we were working for each other. Everybody would do anything for the team, and everybody really bought into their role. So I'd say just the connection and chemistry we had off the ice definitely translated to on the ice, and we were really close. Like everybody was hanging out with everyone. So I would say just the family mentality we had. I felt like that really helped us on the ice as well.
That's a word you hear thrown around a lot in sports, is chemistry. How did you guys go about building chemistry between each other? How did you grow the family that you guys had when you were playing on those teams?
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel like a lot of it actually starts, with the coaching staff. Really bringing in all the guys together, and then you see the same faces every day. You just make it work at the end of the day when you're on the ice. Not everybody or just everybody buys into the roles and just accepts the role they have, and they just want to do everything for the team. So I thought that really helped us, and then everybody was so supportive of each other and really pumping each other up. So I'd say just the whole, it just started with the staff, just bringing us all together and getting everybody set for the season, and then we just took off from there, I guess.
Sounds like everybody in the organizations that you played for helped you out in one way or another during your time there. But were there any people who stuck out in terms of who, gave you assistance with something, or helped you make a transition here, or helped you improve your game? Was there anybody who sticks out from that time playing with those teams?
To be honest, as you said, like every organization I've been in, someone's always given me something. To be honest, probably the biggest one is like my dad and brother, like how much they do. Still to this day, they're still sending me like video clips on what I can improve on, and people or players in the NHL, and comparing it to my game. So to be honest, those two have been my biggest supporters, and also my mom. She doesn't know a whole lot, but she's also my biggest supporter. But I would definitely say my dad and brother are the ones that stick out and help me on the daily basis. But as I said, every coach, and included here, like coaching staff here, Coach Rawls and Bittner and Killer or Miller, they're awesome. Like they help me every day, and so long you put in the time and work, they're always there. They're always showing up. So I can't thank them enough of the opportunity I'm getting here.
And I understand your brother is the reason you wear number 94. Tell me a bit about that.
Yeah, so my brother grew up wearing 94, and fortunately had to quit playing hockey. He had some concussion issues, so and he's my best friend, and he'll do anything for me. So kind of just want to wear it for him, and kind of make it our number. So that's why I wear number 94.
At the same time that you were having this success in Sweden and Norway, you won the 16U championship with the North Jersey Avs, the Avalanche, and were named the MVP after the Avs won in the 2017-18 Beast Tournament Series. What adjustments did you have to make from playing hockey in Europe to playing in the States, if any?
Yeah, no, it definitely took some time. To be honest, I would probably say it took actually a year or two or a year and a half that really translate to the game here. It's a way more speedy game, and you really have to think fast, and just even like the smaller rink, you can shoot from a lot of opportunities, or every position on the ice almost in the O-zone. So I would say just getting used to the ice and the pace of the game. So that's why I wanted to come here early, so I could adjust to that and help me now in the future. So I'm glad I did it.
We talked a little bit on the onset of the show about how, college life you have a lot of things that you have to balance. You have the social life, you have the laundry, you have, your personal duties, you have class. A lot of people struggle with that. How are you able to balance playing for 3 different teams in 3 different countries all at the same time?
Yeah, no, definitely, wears you down a little bit, but, as I said, just all the support I get all the time is, second to none. Like I really can't complain of the opportunity I get and help. So just like my family and every organization that I've played for, they've always helped me out. So really can't complain.
We should change the old adage to it takes a village to raise a hockey player instead of to raise a child. I guess in both cases, because it sounds like the biggest reason that you were able to have success and are still able to have success is because of the people around you. And that's something that I think is special. And when we'll get to it later, but I think is one of the reasons that you chose Ohio State over some of the other colleges to attend. Around the same time, also in 2017-18, you made your debut in the USHL, the United States Hockey League, with the Chicago Steel. You played 4 games in your first season, and then 59 the next year. That's quite a jump, if I may say so.
Yeah.
How did life in the USHL differ from what you had been used to up to this point in your career?
To be honest, it almost felt like you were playing, growing up back home, watching like the pro teams and stuff like that. It felt like you were playing for like a mini pro team. You're kind of, when I was in Chicago and Lincoln, you're kind of, or especially in Lincoln, like you're the team, like you're the hockey team in town. So, it's definitely fun with the interaction with the fans and all that. And, as I said, in Chicago, I got a lot of help and support. They were kind of same, when I played in North Jersey Avalanche, it was kind of the same people working in Chicago as well. So nice to have some, familiar faces when I was making that transition to play junior hockey. So no, I'd say just as you said, it actually has a lot to do with the people around it. So so I got a lot of help with that.
Once again, there's that theme, right, of supporting people around you, making the transition easier there. Did you enjoy playing for a single team, or did you miss the back and forth of the U16 leagues?
No, I did. Like, you mean like playing juniors or U16?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
did
no.
you enjoy being in Chicago and then in Lincoln, or did you miss the hustle and bustle of having to travel for
No,
different teams?
definitely enjoyed the stay in Chicago and Lincoln. That was I had 2 great, stay with the Billet family. So I had 2 great Billet families. Still keep in touch with them, and just the whole setup. As I said, you kind of get treated as pros there, and coaching staff was great there too. I had great opportunities. So yeah, no, I had a great setup at both places.
I assume, but correct me if I'm wrong, generally when you're on one team for an extended period of time, like you were with the Steel and then the Stars and Lincoln, it's easier to connect with your teammates, or at least it's faster to connect with your teammates because you're seeing more of each other on a day-to-day basis. Am I right to assume that?
Yeah, no, definitely. You grind every day. Usually play like 60 something games. So, it's a long season, but it's so much fun hanging out with the same guys, every single day. And, in junior too, that, trades and stuff come and go as well. So you get to see some new faces, and you also get those sad moments when somebody gets traded. So, no, just the experience I had was unreal. So I had a great time.
After having 2 seasons of seeing the same guys on a day-to-day basis with the Steel, you made the switch to Lincoln and notched 49 points in 49 games with the Stars in your year there. What prompted this change of scenery?
You know what? I had a few guys came with me from Chicago, so I also had some familiar faces there, and I got traded to Lincoln. So showing that the coaching staff really was willing to have me on the team. So I was just excited for the opportunity, and you kind of, when you get traded, you kind of got that little bitter taste that you want to prove them wrong, or you want to show up. So I guess that probably a little bit of fire to me, but I had a great time in Chicago, and I can't thank them enough. But then Lincoln was, I think it was a good step for me. And, the coaching staff, I had Cody Chupp and Chris Michaels, two unbelievable coaches. So really got every opportunity I could ever want. So it was great.
I believe I speak for my audience when I say that the only experience that I've had with a trade was watching Moneyball or sports films. So walk me and the audience through what it's like to be traded. What was the conversation like with the GM? What was the send off like? Walk us through how that happened.
Yeah, no, it's definitely almost a weird feeling. I was gonna say it's kind of different. You've been with the team for a little bit, and I didn't really know what to expect to move to Lincoln, Nebraska. But to be honest, probably I love that town, so I'm glad I was there. But you definitely get a little bit shocked. We kind of saw it coming though, but definitely a little bit surprised at the moment. But you go through emotions, but at the end of the day, it really worked out for me. And Chicago just wanted the best for me, and Lincoln had a great setup for me. So it worked out at the end of the day.
Chicago and Lincoln are definitely two very different cities. So I don't think anybody blames you for having a little bit of an adjustment period, getting used to life in each of those after having been in the big city and then moving all the way to Nebraska. What would you say your biggest takeaways are from your time in the USHL? How did that time grow you as a player?
Like you move, still living in the States, moving, living with the family. I got great support with the family, but, on the ice, it's a grind to play, 60 something games, and, your body hurting, and, kind of just going through that, working through all that. It's a lot of mentally as well. So, I would say I improved so much, and especially last year, in every aspect of my game. So, the coaching staff in Lincoln was, never satisfied with me. And, I like that kind of mentality. They kept pushing me every single day if it was just practice. So, a regular Tuesday practice, they'll keep pushing me and everybody on the team. So, I just think that, kind of got treated like as a pro player, that definitely helped me, and, helped me, still to this day.
Let's switch over now to talk about your journey to Ohio State and your decision to play college hockey. How did you make the decision that you wanted to play college instead of making a direct jump to another pro league, let's say the OHL?
Yeah, no, I've definitely been looking at college at a younger age. Kind of decided that decision when I was like 14, 15 years old. So I saw a lot of great prospects coming out from college and transition well, playing pro or in the NHL. So, and that's a route that looked good for me. And you got 4 years here to improve and get better. So, and it's an easy decision for me to come here. Just as I said earlier, with the people, the coaching staff here is, in my opinion, the best in the league and or in college hockey. So, and then also playing with such high caliber players every single day and practice, like you compete against high end players. So I think that helped out well, and that transitioned well for me to come here.
Who were some of those prospects that you remember seeing and wanting to emulate as you got older and as you grew as a hockey player?
Yeah, no, there's a ton, like especially now lately, you got Hughes and Makaras, and you got the Gensel, and you got a lot of players coming through, and you kind of also got to create your own path. But it definitely opened my eyes to give this a shot, and I'm super happy with my decision, and I'm very thankful for being here.
You even got two of your teammates who made the jumps to the pros. Napier going to the Scranton Penguins, and Leighton Ahak going to the Vegas Golden Knights. So I'm definitely seeing the pattern of the reason that you came here to go from college to the pros. It's definitely looks like Ohio State's a place that sets you up for that.
Yeah, no, definitely. as I said, just starts with the coaching staff. They treat you like pros, and every single day, we're never slacking off. So everything's got to be sharp and crisp, and they're really just getting you ready for the next level. So that's why you'll see Napier and Layton have easy transitions, because they've been used to it every single day here with the coaching staff. So I'm happy for them, and wish them all the best.
You keep speaking about the importance of the coaching staff. Was that the primary thing you were looking for in when you were making your decision to pick a school for hockey, or what were some of the other things that you were that were going around your mind when you were looking for schools to play at?
Yeah, no, definitely. It was a really high priority for me was having a good connection with the coaching staff, and they give me so much support and opportunity here. And as I said, you compete against such high caliber of players every single day, and you want the best every single day. And I would say those two are the main, and then obviously all the people, academic wise, get a great degree, and just everybody working through it. All the academic advisors and tutors, you get out so much support, and they're such great people too. So just the whole, I feel like it's such a big family. So I'm really enjoying it.
Being in Lincoln, Nebraska at this time, one would assume your first choice would be the University of Nebraska. So how then did you come to the decision to attend Ohio State, a school that was 700 plus miles from home?
Yeah, no, been, just talking with the coaching staff, throughout the year, and, this place seemed like a perfect fit for me. And, I really wanted to play for this staff. So that was probably the main reasons I wanted to come here. And, to be honest, the location or anything wasn't really in my mind. I'm still a couple flights away from home, so it doesn't really matter a whole lot to me. But I just picked whatever felt best for me, and that was here. And I'm as I said, super happy with my decision.
But it's easy to see that you've made Columbus your second home, your home away from home, with the way you've adjusted here. What was it specifically about Coach Rollick and his staff that pulled you to join the Buckeyes? Was it something he told you? Was it a game plan that he had? Was it the history of the program? What was it?
All those things are, great points. But to be honest, that really attracted me was, just how great of a person, all those people are. They're unreal people off the ice. So, they're coaches that you can just have a normal, regular conversation with. So I would say just that. And as I said, kind of based off of earlier, that they really bring like a family mentality in the locker room. So, that's what I was kind of looking for. And, they ticked off all the boxes for me. So, just the coaching staff is it's just unreal, to be honest, top notch.
I'm guessing you saw little bits and pieces of those earlier coaches who helped you out and helped grow you into who you were. I'm guessing you saw bits and pieces of them in Coach Rollick and his staff, correct?
Yeah, no, totally agree.
Around the time you committed to Ohio State, the world threw the biggest curveball that it could throw at you guys with the coronavirus pandemic. It shot uncertainty in all aspects of life, including college sports. Was there ever a point over the summer, as you're getting ready to move to Columbus, where you questioned if the season would actually happen?
Yeah, no, there were definitely, doubts in my mind. And I think everybody had that. I just kind of kept up focus on what I control, and, that's improving and getting better every day. So I had a good setup at home, working out with my dad and skating with him. So, so I was just, basically just not focused. I mean, obviously it's on in your mind and back of your head. So, I definitely had some doubts, but, luckily, we got a good setup here with Big Ten. We got tested every day basically. So, it was a really good setup, and, happy we got a great season in.
We learned last week that Austin, his main form of workout was dumbbell workouts and a Peloton bike, but it sounds like you were actually able to skate.
Yeah, no, correct. Norway was kind of in a lockdown mode before I actually got there. And once I got back home, things. Obviously had the quarantine, but after that things kind of smoothed out a little bit. So got to be able to skate, and my dad kind of made a little dungeon gym. So got some dumbbells and a rack. So I had a perfect setup for me. So really couldn't complain.
A dungeon gym. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the
Yeah.
name. What were some of the similarities, because you spoke to the differences, joining the USHL from your juniors leagues. What were some of the similarities and differences you saw between college hockey and your life in the USHL?
I mean, definitely just the skill set, especially in the Big Ten. Every team was a battle. Every player is, and obviously they're older and stronger and faster. So I'd say just everything stepped up a couple notches. But definitely Lincoln helped me prepare for this with the coaching staff and my teammates. But I would say just everything stepped up, and definitely the skill set was more high quality. So I'd say those are the things that stuck out to me.
Big Ten hockey, 100% no joke. Michigan, Minnesota, all these fantastic programs. You definitely picked a conference where you would go up against some of the best multiple times each season.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's also a big reason I wanted to come here. Competing against great players in practice and in games as well. So really keeps you on your toes, and it's more fun that way too. So I'm enjoying it.
When the season did start and we were able to actually have the hockey season, I was actually here for one of these games, but you had the most points on the team. You had 9 in the first 10 games, and you shared the team lead for assists with 6. Did you feel any pressure during this time to continue the hot streak? And how did your teammates support you on the ice in your endeavor to continue to make a name for yourself with the program?
I mean, to be honest, I don't really, feel any pressure or any needs. The hardest guy is myself, so I'm the one that puts the pressure on me. So that's a role I want to be in. I want to be a guy to produce and help my team out. So and then the coaching staff put me in such great positions and support, and gave me a really good opportunity. And then the players are, as I said, it's like a family. They help me up so much. The upperclassmen really showed the ropes early on here when we got here on what our expectations are. And for example, Pooley always checks in on me, and even if I have a bad shift or a bad period, he always comes and talk with me and just reset. So the leadership we have here is great.
A little bit of a side note here before I continue. Pooley announced on Hang On Supi last week that his intention is to come back for his masters and play hockey. How excited are you for that, to get one more year with him?
Yeah, no, I'm pumped. He told me that a few days ago or last week. So, it put a big smile to my face. So I'm super happy to, share a locker room with him for at least another year. So happy with that.
Speaking to another one of those buzzwords that we talked about in sports, we mentioned chemistry, and we talked a little bit about that. But talking about the mental side of things, it sounds like you were able to get out of your head and just go out onto the ice and just play hockey without any worries about pressure or stats or any of the other influences that can get into your head and mess with your play. Sounds like you were just able to go out there and play each and every night.
Yeah, no, definitely. Obviously I have certain goals and expectations for myself, but at the end of the day, I love to play this game, and I enjoy it every second. So when I'm out there and having fun and smiling, that I feel like that translates to my game as well. So just enjoying every second of it, and I'm so grateful and fortunate to play the game I love. So really can't complain.
At the end of the year, when all was said and done, you tallied 20 points in 25 games, had the best shooting percentage on the team at .138. When I asked Coach Rollick about your role on the team going forward in a press conference before you guys played Michigan in the tournament, he answered, quote, "We're counting on him," end quote. He added also that you were, quote, "a special kid," end quote, "who loves the game of hockey." How excited are you for the seasons to come after hearing the respect that your coach has for you?
Yeah, no, I'm, definitely have a good relationship with with the coaching staff, and that's the main reason I'm here, and the opportunity I get, I'll do anything for those coaches, and I know they'll do the same for me. So, obviously it's nice to hear those kind words, but still got to put in the work in, and getting better and improving every day. So that's just the mentality I have, and I'm excited for what's to come.
Yeah, you spoke earlier that the coaching staff was a big reason that you came to Ohio State. It's got to make you feel incredible that not only does the coach have that same respect for you, but also that he wants to give you a bigger role going forward, and that he sees the talent and what you can bring to the team going forward and wants to take full advantage of that. That's got to be an amazing feeling for you. The last thing I'll leave you with here is continuing to talk about the upcoming season here. We know what the coach wants to do with you. We know he wants to give you more responsibility, a bigger role on offense, maybe a bump up in the lines. But what are some goals that you have for yourself in the coming season?
My goal is, I wasn't happy, the way it turned out with our season. So, my goal is, to win the Big Ten and make nationals and go far in that and hopefully win. So, this year I think we have the group to do it. I definitely, believe in our group and our staff. So, I'm really excited for the season and the future as well. So, the goals are just, just winning this year. That's my main goal. And that's, always the fun part about the game is winning. So, that's the main goal this year.
Those are some lofty goals, but definitely something that you mentioned, definitely not unattainable. Those are things that I can see this team going forward. Definitely goals that you guys should have no problem knocking off. And I cannot wait to be front and center calling and writing about you guys going on, winning multiple games this season, going on to the Big Ten tournament, going on to the Nationals, and winning the Frozen Four. Can't wait to cover it all next year. Travis, thanks for coming on, talking with us today. It's been an honor.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it for having me. Thank you, guys.
Make sure you keep tuning in to Hang On Supi. New episodes released in podcast form every Wednesday on Scarlet and Gray sportsradio.com under the podcast tab and on the SGSR SoundCloud page. And the video episodes release on Fridays, now exclusively on YouTube. IGTV does not support the higher resolution that I do these videos in now. So make sure you're always checking in with our social media accounts as well. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are on Instagram at Hang On Supi. For Scarlet and Gray Sports Radio, Hang On Supi, I'm Caleb Spinner saying, so long till next week. That's the show. I'm out of here.